Listen to me. If you are retired or you are staring down retirement in the next few years, you are living on a fixed income or you are about to. And when you are on a fixed income, cash flow is everything. Every single dollar has a purpose. So when you see an app or a commercial flashing a headline that says you can get a cash advance of up to $750 with absolutely zero interest and no credit check, your radar should go off. You ask yourself, is this real? Is current cash advance actually legit, or is this a financial trap wrapped in a shiny smartphone app? I want you to look at the reality of your situation right now. The biggest fear for anyone in retirement is outliving their money. It is running out of cash before you run out of month. And the market knows you are vulnerable to that fear. So when an unexpected expense hits, maybe the car needs a new alternator, or a medical copay pops up, or the grocery bill comes in way higher than you budgeted, you feel that sudden spike of panic. You do not want to touch your long-term retirement accounts and trigger taxes. You do not want to put it on a credit card with a 24% interest rate. So an app like Current, which is a financial technology platform, looks like an absolute lifesaver. They call it their Paycheck advance feature. They tell you, hey, take $50, take a few $100, we will just take it back when your next deposit rolls in. No interest. But let's strip away the marketing fluff and look at exactly how this works, because what you don't know will absolutely cost you. First, let's answer the big question directly. Yes, Current is a legitimate company. They are partnered with Choice Financial Group and Cross River Bank to hold your deposits, so your money is FDIC insured. They are not a scam operation that is going to vanish overnight with your funds. But just because a financial tool is legal and legitimate does not mean it is safe for your financial freedom. To even qualify for this cash advance, Current requires you to have a checking account with them and have a recurring direct deposit of at least $200 a month coming into that account. Now, for a retiree, that direct deposit is likely your Social Security check, a pension payment, or a regular annuity distribution. Once Current sees that steady, predictable government or corporate money hitting your account month after month, they say, okay, we can trust you. They will open up a small advance window for you. It might start at just $25 or $50, and as they watch you over time, they might raise that ceiling up to $750. Here is where the trap snaps shut, and you need to understand the mechanics of this. You take a $200 advance because you are short on cash this week. Current sends that money to your account. Then, 3 weeks later, your Social Security check drops. What happens? Current instantly and automatically plucks that $200 right out of your deposit before you even have a chance to touch it. Think about what that does to your next month. You were already struggling to get by on your full check, which is why you needed the advance in the first place. Now, your next check arrives, and it is short by $200. You have just created a financial hole for the next month. So, what are you forced to do? You are forced to log back into the app and take another advance just to cover the shortfall you created by paying off the first one. This is what I call the cash advance wheel of doom. It is a cycle of dependency. You are constantly borrowing from your future self just to survive today, and when you are retired, you cannot afford to play games with your monthly cash flow. Now, let's talk about the cost, because this is where people get fooled. Current loudly advertises that there is zero interest and no mandatory subscription fees. And if you choose their standard delivery, which takes 1 to 3 business days to get the money into your account, it is completely free. But let's be honest with each other. When people need a cash advance, they do not need it in 3 days. They need it right now. They are standing at the mechanic's counter or the pharmacy checkout. So what do? You tap the button for instant access. And that is where Current makes their money. They charge an instant transfer fee. It starts at $4.99 and scales up depending on how much money you are advancing. Now, $5 might not sound like a lot of money to you, but you have to look at the math. If you take a $50 advance and you pay a $4.99 fee to get it instantly, and you pay that money back in 14 days when your next check arrives, do you know what that translates to as an annualized percentage rate? It is roughly 260% APR. 260%. If a credit card company tried to charge you 260% interest, you would be screaming from the rooftops. You would call it predatory. But because it is called a small fee in an app, people think it is a great deal. It is not a great deal. It is an incredibly expensive way to borrow money. It is hidden in plain sight. So, what is the actionable takeaway here? How do you protect yourself? If you are currently trapped in this cycle, or if you are tempted to click that button, I want you to hit the brakes. Your income in retirement is your shield. You cannot allow an app to skim fees off your Social Security check or your pension. If you have an absolute emergency and you already bank with Current, and you can afford to wait 3 days for the free standard delivery, then fine. Use it as a temporary bridge, pay it back, and then vow to never touch it again. Do not pay those instant fees. But the real solution to this problem is not finding a better app. The solution is creating a cash buffer, so you never have to beg an app for your own money early. I want you to look at your budget today and find a way to build a small, separate emergency fund of just $500 to $1,000. Put it in a high-yield savings account completely separate from your main checking account. That is your buffer. When the car breaks down or the unexpected bill arrives, you do not go to Current, you do not go to a payday lender, you go to your own buffer. You become your own bank. You worked way too hard for 30, 40, or 50 years to hand over your peace of mind to a software algorithm that automates your debt. Stand in your power, understand the true cost of these free features, and protect your retirement cash flow with everything you have.